strategies. The best way to sell something on the internet is through soft selling. When you are soft selling something, you are not using the in-your-face approach. You are letting them know subtly about a product that you have and are gently cajoling them into becoming your subscriber or customer. Whatever the case might be, people are generally wary about businesses on the internet, and hence they do not like hard-selling policies anyway. It is in your best interest to use methods of soft selling. Two of the most popular methods that people use for soft selling products on the internet are upselling and downselling. Let's see how they work. Upselling. Suppose someone purchases a software application from your website. When they are just about to make the payment, you tell them to buy another application too, at a lowered package cost, justifying it by saying that both the applications are supplementary to each other, and that it would be best to use them together. Here, you are trying to sell something more to a person who is already buying something from you. This is what is known as upselling. Upselling happens all the time in fast food restaurants. You ask for a pizza, and they ask if you would like to go for a combo meal by paying a little bit extra. Here, they are trying to push more products to the customer than they are purchasing. Actually speaking, upselling works for both the buyer and the seller. It's easy to see why it works for the seller. They get more business. But it also works for the buyer because they can buy something additional for a lowered price. In any case, there are chances that they might have anyway bought that second item later on down the line, but then they would have had to pay a higher price. Downselling. You could say downselling is a desperate ploy to keep a leaving prospect hooked. If someone tries to move out of your website without making a purchase, you could stop them with a pop-up and make them a reduced offer. Yes, you are lowering your price, but you are also hooking a person who was on the verge of actually leaving your site. Downselling has always been
basically want $500 a month. They're happy with that, up to 6 figures a month. So it all depends on you and what you really want out of it and what you have to put into it. And putting together a real tight plan based on your resources and based on your want is the key, the critical key to everything. And that takes kind of learning from someone who has some experience in the business. That's what I have to offer. Now, I will tell you that internet marketing today, and I've been involved in franchises, I've worked in corporate, I've worked in marketing systems for 30 years, but internet marketing today is the biggest gold rush ever in the last, 4,000 years or something. I mean, it is really amazing for people with very little resources, based on focus, based on experience, and based on their own creativity. They can be millionaires. So it is the place to be. It's the transformation of business. It's where business is headed. And where it's headed from here, I don't know. But wherever it's headed, if you're not involved here learning these skills and these technologies and everything and being comfortable with it and being able to pass it on to your children, you're going to be left out of the new economies. You just will, because those things are changing. And to sit around and wait until real estate comes back, or until factories come back, or until we change over to green energy and those jobs are created is just crazy. Because if you're over 30, you're going to be left out of all of that anyway. Okay? You're just going to be too old to retrain. So, or you're going to be basically have so much debt from the re-education to learn those technologies and everything that you're going to be paying it off for the rest of your life. So my advice to you is get in on the gold rush, learn this industry, learn how to make it work for you, because it can, and it can do so very quickly. You can be in the black in the first month, and you can be making your first goal within 3 months. Definitely within 3 months. Many people have done it sooner. So there are ways of doing it. It's just basically figuring out your resources, figuring out what your goals are, and putting the two together.